there was a time I was feeling guilty about having this privilege. It felt as if it's wrong for me to be able to be in a room and in a house and have food on my table when so many others are suffering on a day-to-day basis and so severely. Life is so fickle, For us to imagine in March or February last year that the entire world can come to a standstill, it was unheard of, unthinkable. We would have laughed at it.
Hello everyone, welcome to peepingmoon.com. I'm Rashita Sahani and today I'm very excited to be chatting with Anupriya Goenka, who has had a fabulous 2020 on the work front and is of course gearing up for 2021. Hi Anupriya, welcome to Peeping Moon.
Hi, how are you? Happy New Year.
Good. Happy New Year to you too. How have you been? You tell me.
Very good, very good. The year has started on a very beautiful note with criminal justice being received so well. In fact, today itself we had like a whole day of panel discussions about the topic in criminal justice that we are discussing, and it was very fulfilling for me as an actor because all women came together. We were discussing perspectives and how it has affected the audiences and what kind of response have we been getting. Yeah, it was a very beautiful moment. Like I felt that as actors that this is a little we do, and we try and do a little about with our through our craft to make a difference, and that happens rarely. So
Yeah.
so today I'm feeling very good. I'm tired but very, very good.
That is amazing, I'm sure. And, we all know what 2020 was and for you, and we'll talk about that a little later. But tell me, what are your big plans of 2021?
Big plans.
Yeah.
So I'll start personally first, So I
Sure.
think 2020 was a very unique year, and the best thing, despite all the trauma that it did was give us time for self-reflection. And we were forced to face our demons, the internal ones. So 2021, I want to transform more mentally as well as physically. I want to increase my skill sets as a person, do some horse riding, do some pottery,
Oh, that's great.
much more often. And even as an actor, I want to figure out newer ways of doing the same thing, grow more in terms of my craft. So yeah, a lot of big plans for 2021 that way, especially just enjoying every moment as it comes, trying to stay in the present. Professionally, there is Ashram 2 that's going to go on floors sometime soon. Asur 2 is going to go on floors around the same time. Then there is another series that I'm starting work on. I just finished one in the last 1 month, and which is, I think, going to come out February or March this year. Then there is a series that I'm going to start work on again, which is very interesting and very, very different script. Yeah, I'm very excited about that, and probably a few more other things. Let's see.
Okay, that sounds like a busy lineup, but I'm sure that you're going to manage everything like you did last year. So, of course, talking about 2020, Anupriya, you were everywhere. You were in that top list of web actors this year. I mean, the year that went. And you started with a bang, you ended it with a bang with criminal justice. There was Ashram, there was Asur. And the response was, of course, great. How overwhelming was it for you?
Very thankful, very thankful, fulfilled with gratitude. Despite a year wherein about maybe 6-7 months we were not even working to be visible and to keep giving something to the audiences to be able to, and content which was very well appreciated all throughout, be it Asur, be it Ashram, be it criminal justice now. So very thankful to God. Feeling good about the fact that probably at least I know how to do scripts. If nothing else. And yeah, I mean, the love that I've received for all three characters, be it Naina, Natasha, and Nikhat, all starting from men, which is something I like, has been overwhelming. There's been a lot of love, and especially at a time like this, when people have been so caught up in their own tragedies and their own worries, they take the time out to message you, to shower you with compliments and blessings, and they also say that how that one series uh, gave them some some entertainment, and everything was beautiful.
Agreed. That's great. And I was actually going through one of your interviews, and you said that after criminal justice, there were a lot of girls and women who actually reached out to you. And
So,
when that happens, I'm sure as an actor, it would have been a very fulfilling and surreal moment.
yeah, absolutely. In fact, with some of them, I'm still date having conversations. There's been a back and forth going on. One particular person has been keeping me abreast with the developments, and she keeps sending me messages. So it's very heartening. It's very fulfilling at the same time disturbing. Also, because when it's one thing to say something on camera, and to come in contact with such a life, with such a dire circumstance, and see it, and we all know what it is. We've all dealt with it in our own ways. Patriarchy as it exists today, the inequality that exists, the deep conditioning that follows us through years, and as children, as women, as girls, and also how there is a very little support system available, both in terms of our society, our friends, our relatives, as well as through the laws available in court. So, but when someone is sharing their life experience through Instagram, or through a digital medium, you can feel their pain. You want to reach out, and you also feel limited in a certain way, because there is only so much you can understand and what you can do. But
Yeah.
yes, one few of those messages also read as, where they understood what abuse was, where they understood what was happening to them through watching the series, and that was very fulfilling, because even if one life can change in a positive manner, then I think this is like a huge, huge victory for the show.
Yeah. Definitely agreed to that completely. And Anupriya, of course, as an actor, 2020, I'm sure would have been very different from what the other years looked like. But for you, how was it? What was your biggest takeaway from the year?
As I said in the start, yeah, life is so fickle, For for us to imagine in March or February last year that the entire world can come to a standstill, it was unheard of, unthinkable. We would have laughed at it. Uh, and everything came to a standstill, the entire world, not just one country, one region. So just that feeling was so overwhelming, and it just made me realize that what are we really chasing or running after? What am I really seeking? It made me question those things. And thankfully, also along with that, we had the time, because we were
Yeah.
shut off from everything else. So the noise that is generally around you at all times, which stops you to really look within, that noise was not there for a change. And I dealt with a lot of personal stuff, like in my day. I started doing riyaz. I did, meditation and writing and listening to music and all those things, and as much as I could. And I understood that how privileged we are. Like, our really, to be very honest, our regular day problems are more first world problems right now rather than real problems. And with the migrant population going out, and facing the troubles that they did, there was a time I was feeling guilty about having this privilege. It felt as if it's wrong for me to be able to be in a room and in a house and have food on my table when so many others are suffering on a day-to-day basis, and so severely. So everything happened in this year. Then we obviously saw a lot of other difficulties in the month that followed, which was again very mind-boggling and baffling. But everything said and done, it boiled down to the point of self-reflection,
Yeah.
of understanding as to who I am, trying to understand that at least. I think I'm closer to that.
Definitely.
Understanding what really matters to me, what do I really value in life, how I want to see my life in the coming years, what kind of person I want to become, and whether I am progressing in that direction every day. So all these things which are somewhere in the subconscious at all times, but we don't really prick them and don't really, you know, dabble with them too much. Those things came on the surface. And yeah, it was quite fulfilling like that.
Yeah. Definitely, whatever you just said is actually very relatable about the being guilty part and everything else, in fact. Yeah. So, and it also would not be wrong to say that the choices that you have been making of all the projects that have released so far, I feel that those choices have worked wonders in favor of yours, like in professionally with you. And I of course want to know that, what is that one thing that actually tells you that, this project is going to be nice, and then before signing it, what is that one thing or the most important thing that you look at?
I don't know, yeah, it's very instinctive. And I think that's the
Okay.
beauty of it.
Yeah.
You know, when you are able to listen to your gut and make a choice. I mean, as actors, sometimes you're very baffled. Of course, those decisions are not easy when you say no to something. Sometimes the money is very attractive. Sometimes you just want to be badly on set. Sometimes you want to work with a certain director and a certain cast, and maybe the role isn't that exciting. Sometimes the script is beautiful. You want to be a part of it because of the script that it is, because it's saying something important, but your role isn't that exciting. So yeah, those times when you say yes to a project because of your instinct is the treasure moment if you look at it. And isn't it nice that we are able to be in a profession where we are able to use our instincts to say yes or no? You know, that's a
Mm.
privilege somewhere. So yeah, I'll let it be like that. Whatever just says instinctively. Of course, the people you're working with, uh, the script that it is. I think a lot is depending upon how it's written. What is it that we are trying to say? The cast that you're within the director. Those are the very basic things. Yeah?
Yeah.
And my role, obviously, whether I'm learning something new, whether I'm changing something
Yeah.
uh, within myself, shifting in any way. Am I able to explore a newer aspect of myself through this character? And probably sometimes it's not so much about the role, but also about who you're working with as a director, you know, because you know that those directors make changes. Like that was the case with Ashram for me because Prakash Jha was just somebody I revered all my life. And when I heard that I might have a chance to work with him, it was like, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I am not letting this chance go right now. And my boy, it was some experience. Just knowing that man is an experience. Asur, Tanveer was very happy about the concept. I loved the concept. I met Oni and I just found him so exciting and interesting, the director. And
Yeah.
because of people it is, because of the story and the concept it is. I always wanted to work with Arshad Varsi. I remember I wanted to do an ad very badly at one point. That had Arshad Varsi and it didn't happen.
Oh.
So, you know, those kind of things kick in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really think about whether this will be a successful project.
Okay.
You just believe in the team and the concept and what you can bring on the table. And if you feel that yes, this, I personally look into a lot about what am I gaining as an actor from it in terms of my craft or
Yeah.
in terms of exploration. Criminal Justice was a no-brainer because I've been part of season one and the story was very important. You know, what we were trying to say this time was extremely important for me. And Nikhat's character was transforming. It was interesting to see how I would reprise a role, visit something I'd done 1.5 years ago when I was a different person. Now today I'm different as an actor, as a person, and you know various things. And Pankaj, it's always amazing to
Of course.
be back on set with him. So yeah, so everything has its own reasons, and it's very gratifying when the choices turn right.
Yeah, definitely. And what about War 2? Is there like an update? Because you were an important part of the film, and Siddharth Anand, the director, also had announced that, a part 2 will be coming. So, any update on that?
When did Siddharth say that? I have no idea. Has he
During
said
the
that
launch,
recently
during
or
the
earlier?
launch only. During the launch only.
I'm really hoping, yeah, I'm really hoping that it happens, and I'm hoping that I'm a part of it again. I don't have
Of
any
course.
idea about it just yet. Uh, I just know that I had a great time shooting for War 2. It's again one of those projects which are very close to my heart because of
Yeah.
the team, because of Aditi. I'm very thankful to Yash Raj that they gave me that platform, you know, because Aditi as a character, they gave it that kind of a length and breadth and place to breathe, and she was making such important contribution to the overall
Definitely.
script romance between Ritik and Tiger,
Yeah.
essentially. So yeah, it's and it was lovely to be with those boys. they are they are
Yeah.
really an
I'm
inspiration in
sure.
every way. Yeah, they are. So yeah, I hope this time I'm prepping. I've hit the gym bag, and I'm going out to get some skills in terms of action skills. Hoping that this time I will
Yeah.
have to do it if she comes back. Let's see.
Yeah. Looking forward, definitely. And lastly, Anupriya, one message for everyone who's watching you, who loved you and your all your performances the previous year and is waiting for your upcoming projects. One message for all of them.
Just thank you so much. Like I really can't thank you enough. All those times as actors when you feel uncertain, when you feel a little down and out, especially because of the year it was, you guys kept my spirits high, you kept my heart warm, you kept me inspired, and I cannot thank you enough for that. And also, my message is that if anything, 2020 has been a very unique year. Please take the learnings forward. Please don't let it go for waste. Enjoy life, live in the moment, and just be happy. It's not that difficult. So yeah, and be compassionate. I think what's really important is to be compassionate to one another. That's really the need of the art. Anything that's what 2020 should have taught us. So yeah, thank you so much, and please keep loving me as you do.